All right, so this is the basic premise. First thing, ignore the sound of construction in the background. That's just gonna be part of this. And what we've got is, we've got to be able to hook up a few things. We've got audio, and that goes all the way up to the main house speakers. That's just an XLR plug. We're gonna use the top blue LAN port that connects us to the network. And then of course, we've got power, and that's the three things we're gonna hook up there. We've got this fancy little case, not really that fancy. It's pretty straightforward. I usually put it kind of facing that way-ish, enough space to get a chair behind it, because this is where I sit, just kind of out of the way, but able to help people with whatever's going on. The front of the case has these couple quick latches. I'm sure you'll figure that out, but I'll tell you anyways. Lid comes off, and then the front, you kind of have to pull it forward and then up, or else it won't come out. It's kind of pressure fit. And then underneath here in this fancy little system I made for myself so I don't lose them are the two keys, and I just take them off the hook, and two drawers. I just unlock them both and put the keys back for the rest of the event, and that way I have them. That's a nice sound. Okay, and then that way everything's open and accessible. I don't think about that. And then I just put this little thing back on here to set the laptop on. In the back of the case, we have here the latch, which is pretty simple. Opens up, there we go. I'm gonna pull out the one long power cord here. If you're close enough, this one will reach great, but sometimes if the room gets really full, we kind of have to push a little further to this side. So that's what the extension cord is for, and now you know. So like in this case, I'm actually too far away, so I'm gonna use the extension cord. And fancy little wraps, which make my life so much easier. In the case I'm gonna use the extension cord, I'm gonna try everything I can to kind of just wrap it along the wall and not keep too much of the cord in the view of people, because I don't really care if I see it, but if they see it, it's a little bit of a problem. So, and this also puts the power plug, because this is a 3-point, it gives me another power source to plug into there, should I need to. And then the next thing we have a Google Wi-Fi module. It's down in here, this little white guy, and that's what we use for our Wi-Fi for running the event from. When you plug it in, the board and the microphones, everything comes on. There's no excess to work with there. In order to plug in the Wi-Fi, you just need to reach in and get the right cables. The bottom drawer is full of pretty much every cable you need. iPad charger, something's dead, XLRs, the HDMI. It says it on here, but it's a directional HDMI, which means the black end will plug into your computer, the gray end will plug into the wall for the projector. Wonderful Cat5 cable here, ready for use with the plugging in the Wi-Fi. If you're really far from this Wi-Fi, or from this outlet here with the LAN, like right now, this is for the short distance. There's another method, and I'm going to show you that in a minute, but essentially we would just plug in the LAN, and then we would plug it into the bottom port of this Google Wi-Fi module. It's the only one open, and I may actually just leave a little bit longer Cat5 just plugged into the module, just to make it easier for not having to set it up. So and it's a self-healing module, so as soon as it senses internet, it'll grab Wi-Fi, everything will be fine. And that's how we would connect power, boom, to the system. And then we just need to plug into the wall. There is a shorter XLR in here. It's got red tape and solid black, shorter-ish, I should say. And that's gonna plug in there, and that's great. And then I use who tangled this cable up? It wasn't me, I swear. Anyway, and then there's a couple of longer XLRs in here, including some backups that we would use for running cameras. But this one I usually run in the left mains, And everything's mono in the room, mono mix, there's no stereo, so the mono is all we need. Again, I'm trying to run this cable kind of off to this side of me, and just kind of piling one behind me till I get everything taped down or whatnot. And okay, so basic hookup for the sound system and the board. Like, this is functional. Like, we get the room functioning first, and then we have to deal with the camera and you know, kind of the extras of the day. So that's the basic setup. We've got internet power and audio plugged into the house. Should be good to go.